going as far back as when you were in final year, maybe a bit longer, going as far back as when you were in the University of Jos, you were a final year student. How have you managed to stay in the minds of your people, number one? Number two, how have you stayed relevant?
All right, thank you. I'm happy that you've gone through the content of the interview granted to me in 2001. Actually started 1996, 97. Then I was in 200 level. It has been my philosophy to contribute my quota to my community, because I believe life is not worth living when you don't live to the glory of God and to the glory of mankind and the glory of your community and then your family. So it's been a practice that I've been doing right from school, right from my secondary school days. I identify a problem in the community and I'll solve it. So I did a lot of projects in the university and I was given all the awards, and I served in Rivers State. I became the overall best youth serving corps member. And I believe it's my heart, it's my commitment. That is why I said it's not about your fine-tuned manifesto or your blueprint. It's about your heart and how you're willing to serve your community. When I came into House of Rep, because I have built profile of trust over time, when I came on board, everybody was saying, this is the young man that gave us that constructed staircase in University of Jos. This is the young man that gave us mirrors in University of Jos. I placed about 500 mirrors in the hostel. And those mirrors are symbolic. They are life-saving mirrors. I run a campaign against cultism, against drug abuse, and against HIV/AIDS back then in University of Jos. And when I came to contest, all the young people, because I'm coming with a special package that is branding, and they believe in me because they are tired of the old ways of doing things. They are tired of seeing old people leading them. And because I believe in inclusive engagement, I stay with my people. I go to farm with them. I do everything that you think will take you to the grassroots, and you bring yourself down to their level. Those are the things that I was doing, always with them, and they believe in me, and I built that trust. When I got the platform to represent them in 2015, the first thing I did was to train 250 youths. I took them to Kaduna. I trained them for 6 months. I foot all the bills and everything. And then, like I said, there is a gap. Water is a serious challenge in my community. And nobody has drilled 10 boreholes. When I came, in my first 2 years, I drilled 230. And that's because they are tired of fine manifesto. They are tired of grammar. What they want to see is life-impacting projects. I brought the biggest transformer in Nasarawa State through serious commitment and networking. The transformer I brought is close to, the value is about 800 million. There is no any amount of National Assembly that will give me, or constituency project that will give you that project. But the good thing about National Assembly is about networking. You know how to, you have interpersonal relationship. Just like what Samad said, Nena inspired some of us because we've been admiring her on the television. So when we came, we know that these are the ranking members. When you go close to them, I think she gave me opportunity to represent, because I serve in appropriation, and I think you nominated me to represent the committee in 3 countries. So that is what you benefit when you're in National Assembly. You network with your ranking members. When you network with them, that might translate to dividend of democracy to your people.
Honorable.
And the reason why I think I was able to sustain this level of influence that brought me back as the global candidate of Nasarawa State is because of the level of life-impacting project. So far in Nasarawa State, I have an NGO.
Honorable Ombugadu.
Yes.
Fellow candidates, not your constituents, some of them your constituents. I'm going to take it over to the lady now, Honorable Francesca, because you mentioned something about the work that you had been doing right from when you were a student up till today. She first got into politics as a student. What do you have to say to the women in the room, especially the women in the room, who don't have the benefit of how many years? You came in really young, 23. What do you say to women in the room who don't have a massive portfolio behind them and who are seeking office today?
Thank you for the opportunity. I that I would say to the women in this room and who are also in the youth category is that you should find within you what is your strength. It is key. If you don't know your strength, you can't push further. Before you can cause change to somebody, you yourself, you should have been able to identify what is the unique thing that you have before you can cause change. And I think that's one thing that helped me. I started my politics. I didn't start in school. I started in my constituency. Yeah. I was part of a lot of activities that they used to do in the constituency. I go there in person. Sometimes, if I'm not able to go, probably, sometimes you see youth playing football. If I'm not able to go, I send them maybe a jersey or a football. You know, I try to find myself within them, and that is key. Apart from the fact that you need to see what is your inner strength, you need to let the people see that you are one of them. You shouldn't be so abstract from them, because if they see that you are abstract from them, they might not be able to appreciate the work that you can do. But once they are able to see within them that, yes, this is somebody who is one of us, this is somebody who understands us, this is somebody that we believe can lead us, definitely then you've been able to clear that perception from their mind. That if you're a young person, you can't do much. If you're a woman, you also can't do much. You'll be able to clear that perception, because once they are able to see that within you, you are one of them, you understand them, you can probably resolve their issue or push for some of their challenges, then they will see that you are one of them, and definitely they'll be yearning to see more of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Before I come to you, Honorable Dasuki, I have one question for the audience. What's the biggest challenge with politics today in Nigeria? Anybody, just say it out.
Huh?
Okay. I think it was a bad idea to just ask you to say it out. Okay, wait. Let's try it again. One person. The lady. Oh, no, that's not a lady. That's a guy. Yes, just say it. Party politics. Someone else. Yes. Sorry? Finance. Yes? Fantastic. And that brings me to my question for you. Finance, politics, and party politics. In Nigeria, we don't have independent candidacy yet. So political parties are the only vehicle